Hello and welcome back to Moss Valley as we attempt to save Povey Farm. It is now September 2, it is 6:35 and today is going to be a bit of a finish off and tidy up from the mess from before. We finished last night in quite a hurry. Everything is left out in the fields. I did consider bringing things back, but I think, you know what, I'll only have to take them back out to finish off the jobs. After we finished the episode, I did go back out with the Merlot and grab 2 more hay bales to feed the cows, to make sure that they were reasonably happy for today. So there they are fed. They have 16,664 litres left, so they got 18,000 litres last night, and they've had like 3,500 litres overnight. They've produced 108 litres of milk and 833 litres of slurry, which is good. So that's all working, that's all up and running, that's fine. They are going to be milked at they're going to be milked 6 AM and 6 PM. We are running the realistic milking mod. So that's when that will happen. Let's try and get out of here without falling off the side. It's quite steep, the other side of that bush. You have to be careful. So today, what I want to do is collect another, I want to say, another 4, maybe 8, another 8 bales, and bring down for feeding. But I think I need to get over there and finish baling, because I didn't finish baling either. So we shall jump into the... Oh no, I left the baler up there, didn't I? I believe I did. So yeah, we shall... it's all in a rush. We'll probably see it from off the side here. Yeah, baler's over on the meadow, so we'll go and do that. Let's get up there and let's start baling, then we'll chat about what we're doing. Makes sense to be doing it. Yeah, I'd like to apologise for the length of time of the last episode. I think episode 1, 2 and 3, I said I didn't want episodes running more than 45 minutes maximum, and then by episode 3 we were 50 minutes plus. But I just wanted to get the cows fed. I'm sure some of you will understand that that was sort of important to me, that I felt like I was getting somewhere and doing something and looking after the cows. I do like dairy farming in FS, so to not be feeding my cows just felt so bad, but we needed to get that harvesting as well. We were torn on what to do. So yeah, I do apologise for that. Hopefully we can avoid that by just cracking on with jobs and not stand around talking and trying to get back in that rhythm of talking while we're doing it, rather than just talking about doing it, going off and doing it, and then not seeing the job. That's something that was an issue for me at the start of 22 when I was doing 22 videos, none of which are about anymore. My 22 content has been deleted. But yeah, that was the thing. I'd often stand still at my farm, chat about what we're going to do for the day, and then go off and start to do the jobs, and you'd never see any of the jobs because that was silent, and we try and stay away from time lapses at the minute. So, but anywho, what we need to do then is get this meadow baled, and then we will feed the cows. We will clear the bales off here. We'll probably run them back to the farm with the Merlot because it's not far. If we could just cut a hole in a fence, we'd just run them through that field, but I don't really think we should be fence jumping with them. I'm not sure if bales can go through fences. I don't think they can. And then once we've done that, we ought to go and head, row and bale up the other grass meadow that we've cut. The other 2 meadows I'll probably leave for October. So then what we need to do is bring in the straw bales off what was our oat and wheat fields to get them cleared, so then we can at least try and get some crops down in one of those fields, because time is running on that. We're not going to have mammoth amounts of time, and I don't want to run any slower than ×5. It's like, if we can't get it done, we can't get it done. I'm not gonna mess about with that. We're gonna do 5 or 2 days at 5. Then once the farm is bigger, we'll just add days in rather than slow down time. I think that gives us a little bit more flexibility. But one thing that we're going to need to do, I think, is sort ourselves out a barn to put our bales in, because we're going to have all these bales and they need storing. So possibly after I've fed the cows, we might look to purchase and build a barn. I think that's something that's going to happen. We'll discuss that more as we get to it and as we do it. So to not be a major faff today, I'll shut up and I'll get my bales done, because we're going to do more baling, so there'll be opportunities to see this in action some more. I just want to get this done, and yeah, I'll bring you guys back once we're baled up and we are ready to feed the cows and look into a barn build. As we're coming to the end of this lot of hay bale, I've noticed that our round bale net is actually being used up and depleted, and this was purchased in the same way as the square baler was. So why that didn't use it, I don't know. But our round net is being used, so I'm going to assume that when we go to wrapping, our wrap is going to get used as well. But, you know, just one of those things. I don't know whether it could be something that's bugged. It could be down to me buying it that way. But I thought I'd purchased it the correct way. Nonetheless, it is what it is, as we say, and we can't really do much about it. So we have our final bale drop there. Just fold up a little bit, and we're just going to sort of block this path. Hope the farmer whose field is on the back does not need to get in there anytime soon, because it's just not happening, mate. It's not happening. Right, we have, I think, let's just jump back in there, 31, 32, 35 bales. We've put in 2, 4, so I think we've got 31 bales on the field, which is a fair few. They're only 4,500 litres. They're not big bales, but they are big enough. So tried to get in line with my bale spike so I could get it square, and then they put a tree in front of me. I couldn't see anything, but I think we're good. I thinks we be good. Not bad. Not bad at all, that one, sir. Let's have another one of them. We will eventually purchase a bale trailer, but I think these are so close. By the time I've loaded them onto the trailer to then get the other end and take them off, I think this is the easier way to just do these ones at the minute. So let's get these ones back. Like I say, I want to put, I think I want to put 8 in the trough. I might just go 6. So then once we are ready to do another cut, either on the meadows that we haven't done yet, or for a complete next cycle round at the end of the year, hopefully we get another cut at the end of the year, we can then try and do like a 50-50 on that one, because we'll have the extra hay hopefully still, and then we can do hay and silage, and then we can start feeding TMR to the cows. That'll make them healthier, that will produce more milk. It's quite nice over there, doesn't it? That is quite pleasant. That is the right amount of fog and mist for a morning dew. Although I think at 8 o'clock the dew might be gone normally. But that is, yeah, it's quite a pleasant view, that. I think when Fog Simulator 25 was announced, it had quite a few of us a little bit concerned. Giant's focus on the fog was a little bit worrying. And seeing it on the short time that I played on Hutan Pantai, I felt right to be worried, because that was a bit heavy. But here, And I don't know if there's anything that modders can adjust. I think that's somewhere else in the game rather than in the map. But yeah, fog seems pretty good. I think it's supposed to be dynamic, so it's down at the bottom of the valleys and not necessarily all the way at the top. That's how it looks. And it looks quite pleasant, I must say. Right. Let's drop these off for the girls. Typical. One bale not in the designated area. Now I've got to be careful because we will fall off. Try not to pierce that cow in the head. There we are. Right. Let me... actually, while we're here... I told you just fall off the edge. Oh, save it, save it. While we're here, let's do this barn business, because then I can just crack on. You've sort of seen what I'm doing. I'm feeding the cows, and then we will focus on filling a bale shed. So what I'm thinking we're going to do is, if we click on here, I'm not sure if we click on it if we have to pay to have it removed, or if we do make a little bit of money on it. I should have sold it day one. We'd have made an extra few quid, because I think that is base at 5,000. But never mind. We'll sell that so it removes the clutter. There we go. Looks a lot better. I think that's all farm clutter as well. I think all the clutter that was anywhere on the farm is now gone. So what I was saying before as well, I'll show you now that we're in the build menu, is that each of these buildings, each section, is sellable. So if we wanted to do something maybe with this bit of land, because this is our house, this is where we live, this is farmhouse. We could sell each individual section and repurpose the area for something that might be a little bit more productive for us. So there's that. That would also open up the road a little bit. Just if we sold everything on this side, and maybe that. If we sold all this, sell all this, and then we can yeah, have a clear drive through, and then do something over there maybe. But again, it's all money. Oh, I don't know if we're earning off those solar panels. And yeah. Oh, another thing. Yeah, we were talking about maybe selling the pig. This will be the pigs that we sell. We will sell that eventually. I think that's 20. That's 24. I'll not do that right now, although I should, because I'm going to get more money for it. But I'm not going to sell it right now. What I need to do is get this bale shed down. So my landscaping skills are pretty awful. We are going to take the level of the silage bunker. We'll try and get that. That's going to be our level. And then everything else should pretty much come in at that level for us, hopefully. That's how I'm going to work this. I did accidentally bury my weight, so I had to quickly hop out and sort that. So we don't want sheds, we want silo, because we want a bale shed. And we're going to go with this one. It's nice, it's simple, it's going to get the job done that we want. It shouldn't cause me too many issues with placement. It could probably even go back a little bit further. Give me more room. Check around the back. That's alright. Not too bad at all. Right, I'm just going to do a little bit of texturing, do a little bit of smoothing, and then we'll have a closer look. So there we are, all done. We've put a little bit of dirt and asphalt down. Connected it to our silage clamp. And this is a silage clamp, by the way. If I come in and I press F1, you'll see we've got 0% compaction, fill level 0 chaff. But that was 10 grand. And yeah, we can sort of start filling that up soon. We'll get some down here. I put a bit more grass back down from smoothing out and doing. Like I said, I've never been very good. I used to be good at landscaping and building farms back in FS19. I used to do quite a few of them. Since 22, and the landscaping tool changing up on me, I never got used to the change because I'm a bit of an old man, and yeah, so I do struggle a little bit. But I think 25 has had a few tweaks with its landscape tools, and I think functions a little bit better. So we'll see as we go along in the game whether I decide to do any sort of farm builds and stuff like that. We shall see. But for now, I am going to grab another 4 more bales. I'm going to feed the cows, and yeah, then we'll stick all these in that shed. That's what I'm going to be doing for a bit. Well, it's now 20 past 11. We've got 4, maybe 5 bales left on our field. We've been doing pretty well. I did spend a little bit of time pairing them up to make it a little bit easier for me. Not gonna lie. I need to try and remember to maybe turn off the auto drop so I can try and drop them in pairs. I think that'll slow down the baling process, but might might speed up the actual bale clearing and stacking. The amount of times I've hit that post in the bush and fired a bale off, there may be one over on that farm. It come down there at speed and they just shoot off the spike. I turned off the recording, so I haven't got one captured, but because I wasn't doing it intentionally. I did keep a little bit of the back and forth going, and I thought this is going to take me a while. Let's just pause the record and we'll come back when we're ready. I'm trying to make a thing of that. I'm hoping that by just stopping the record and getting on with things, sometimes it's going to help to move things along, so I'm not doing all this rambling all the time. Sometimes you just need to get on with it, Mr. Farquhar. Get it on. Right. So we've got a nice tight little stack building up there. Unfortunately, when they're going in, they're not keeping our little wrap on. But when they come out, hopefully they'll have it back. I like when they have the little sweat wrap on the hay. Good for making haylage for horses, you see. And when we start to be Dutton Ranch extraordinaire, when we get the horse ranch, we'll want a little bit of haylage. We'll do a little RP for haylage. So I think it's just the 2 more on the meadow. Pretty sure of it. And then we'll move our tedding and our windrow. Or, since we're sort of halfway through this day, and I really need to get moving on clearing at least, like I say, at least one of the arable fields, so we can then start to look into getting something sown. I might do that, so I might quickly clear the largest, because not only have we've got a rush to try and get it sown, we've actually got a subsoiler, so I need to get on that. And we've only got 1 day, because I went from 3 days, and I thought that's going to feel like too much, to setting it to 2 days, to thinking now that's not feeling like enough. Our fields are big. Hopefully we'll put these 2 away. Then we'll have a look at the time, not the time, but the actual growth time. How much time we've got to work with getting something in the ground. If not, we'll just have to get a direct seed drill and do it that way. We've not got any seeds. We've not got any fertilizer. So I want to do a big field of canola. That's what I want to do. I'm sure we can still plant canola. As you can see, I've got a little bit smoother coming down here now. A lot smoother than the first few runs. I like how he follows us as well. Like all the NPCs, all of them, all 4 of them. The NPCs keep an eye on you as you're driving around and doing things, so they're all watching. So I imagine that somewhere off at the animal dealer and at the sawmill, those 2 are just sort of staring off at us as well. just spinning around, following our movements while we're not there. Let's just, I'm trying to save fuel as well, so let us go into our calendar. Our cows are fine. As you can see, they have 43,000 litres of feed, which is plenty. Their health is slowly going up. I think it should jump up to 80% with the hay. I think that's what it's telling us. Not sure if they'll reproduce with it at that, but we'll see. Our chickens, by the way, they are at full productivity. Eggs, we've got, I think, half a pallet of eggs. Everything else is still empty. Anyway, this is what we want to look at. September. So what can we, because we're looking at October as well, you see. So planting is green. So we do barley in October. And oilseed radish. Where's the canola? Canola, if we do canola, it's got to go in the ground today. That's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. I am not going to get that full field sown. Which is annoying. Wheat we can put back in. Oh, that's frustrating. So it looks like it's probably going to be a barley or wheat. And then if we go for, if we can't, I'm not going to get the canola in. When? Quite frustrating. Something that we can, that's still harvestable with a combine. If we sorghum will be a profit crop. If we do sorghum or soybean, and we can get straw off these because we've got that. If we do soybean, barley comes in early as well. Oh, yeah, so we're going to plant barley because that'll come in early. And then or should we just do wheat? Because I'm building up wheat anyway. Let's leave barley alone for a minute. Do wheat. The windows seem really short. We'll do wheat and then we'll save a field for soybean, I think. We'll decide in April, but we're going to save a field for soybean or sorghum, I think. That's what we're going to have to do. Not going to be doing corn. Yeah, we're just not ready in time for the canola. So what I need to do is clear the straw bales off of this field, I think. Yeah, we'll do this field. Straw bales off this field, because then I'll have the larger field for the profit crop, be it sorghum or soybean. I think I'd rather go with sorghum. I think soybean would be less likely in the area. Whether that's important to you guys, let me know. I've got no plans to do anything outlandish crop-wise. Like I said, I would like to get some of the new crops on, some peas, some spinach, because we do grow that sort of stuff here in the UK and around parts of the UK. Cotton, obviously, we're not going to do. I probably won't touch grapes or olives, although we do grow them here. That's not something that I'm going to be looking to do on this farm. Anywho, how uppity is that? That looks pretty good. I'll do two at a time. Why not? That should be fine. So yeah, we'll get this cleared. Ooh, also, to help my cows, I need to see if I can. That's what I wanted. I wanted a bale shredder. I need to get some straw in there. It's not the end of the world if they don't have straw, but it would be nice. It would be nice. I might edit an XML as well and see if we can get sawdust down. I'm not sure if you can already, but sawdust would be cool. Sawdust down for bedding, because there's a few trees I wouldn't mind getting rid of, and leasing a wood chipper to facilitate that would be pretty cool. Ale clearing is going so well and so quick that I'm braving a 3-stack. Having fun. Having fun. Just out here doing me. Nice and smooth. That's the trick. Nice and smooth. We've got 4 left on there. I was wondering, do I go and grab them off the other field? But I think I'm going to save that. for a boost episode job to clear that field. With me, there's always going to be a lot of bale work going on, so anticipate off-screen bale work just to save yourselves, honestly. It's just gonna be better for you. It really is. I'll see if we can do these three and then just grab a one. They're pretty much in line, aren't they? Now that I'm deciding to talk through it and put the stack in the episode, it's probably all going to go wrong. That's how these things work. Everyone knows that baling on camera, as it were, is a recipe for disaster. See what I mean? This was only ever going to go one way. And that was south. Come on. There we go. Can't have it all being done off screen. Because then that becomes like a gripe with my own content. It's that, oh, there's too much being done that you can't see, and I don't like that. I'm not always very trusting, so when I see people suddenly do a lot of work in an episode, I just think, yeah, you cheated. Because it's too easy to. So that's why I've always done the longer content that shows more of me doing probably less farming, just because I want it to be a true representation of what I've done. Like I keep saying, those that have been with the channel a while, they know how I do things. They know that I do everything the hard way. And when I do a little bit of super strength thing like that, I always tell people. Because it's obvious. It's obvious when you've done it. Like when I faffed about and paired up my bales. I did that quickly just so I could move my bales a bit quicker. I don't think in the long run of the day passing, I don't think it really made much difference. Cool, only just got that. Only just got it. But this field can now, so we want a spreader. Now because we're not doing precision farming, I might be a bit cheeky and I might lime and fertilize this, then subsoil it, then plant and seed, or seed and fert, and then it should be good. We shouldn't have to worry about it after that. And then we can do like other jobs and concentrate on some things. But in wanting to do all them things, that means we've got some either long-term leasing coming, which while the game is still early on, and while we've got like what, a mod testing list of well over 1,000 mods, you know there's some things coming that you're going to want. So to be buying stuff to then sell it at quite a loss just seems that, oh, let's turn let's turn the lamp off. Let's turn the ting off. Right. Before we buy anything, we're going to check, because I always forget to do it, is check the used stuff. There's nothing there that I want. Never is. So I'm going to try and subsoiler. We could pretty much get whatever we want subsoiler wise. I might try one of these. I wanted to do I haven't done a first look video on these ones yet. I wanted to do a first look video on them. They look pretty cool. That is 6 meters and 260 horsepower, which is quite light. We'll be able to do that easily with a Fent. That's really quite good actually. 6 meters as well. I think without deflectors, Does it make a difference to price? Yeah. We're going to lease it. It may be something we purchase later on, but we're going to lease that. And then the next thing is under yield improvements, and we're going to want something that will do lime and fertilizer. I think the oh, that's annoying. Oh, 3, 2. So that can be expanded. I don't think that's going to be enough though. Because if not, it's always the Brendel, isn't it? I mean, we don't always want to be in the Brendel. Everyone's using the Brendel all the time. I think we'll go with the ASUS 402. So I like the Caverland, but that doesn't allow that. I think we've already got the mod to allow that, but support wheels, yes. Guards, yes. Attaches. But on a hitch as well. Oh, so we can hitch on the back. Is that what that is? Ooh. So what could we do at the same time? Cover, yes. Where? Oh, extension at the top. I want that as big as it can go, please. 21 grand. I'm going to be buying this because we're going to be doing a fair old amount of this. We'll keep it with its standard colours, I think. Although I wouldn't mind a yellow cover on it, just to be different. So yeah, we're going to buy this one, and the store are going to love us for this. We are going to buy a load of lime and leave it there until we can go and collect it. And that's 3 grand. This is where the money disappears, you see. And then hopefully there's going to be enough room, because I want solid fertilizer. Now when we empty this, it's going to go into those annoying square pallets. As soon as we can get big bags as standard or as default, that would be nice. I've got a tank of liquid fertilizer. I could get that for spraying afterwards, I think. That's what we'll do. I don't know. Let's just check. Is this filled? I didn't fill it. But it does have liquid fertilizer in it. So perhaps we just lease a sprayer afterwards. I think that's the sensible way of doing it. So we will go and get the JCB. We'll jump in the JCB. I'll bring the baler back. And then, yeah, we'll go and pick up the sprayer. Spreader. Yeah, spreader. Oh, Mr. Bale. Yeah, I do like that yellow top. It's different. Sometimes it's good to be different. So we want to start filling. I haven't even checked the soil to see how bad. Well, I mean, we don't have a percentage of like lime need. Either needs it or it doesn't, and we're just gonna chuck it down, because I think it's gonna need it. But with the JCB, it does mean that we can get up here pretty quick when we need to. Hopefully, my weight on the front is enough. It is quite a big weight. You'd have thought it would be enough. So let's hope. Let's hope. All right, let's get back to the farm. Let's do some farmering. Something different that's not bales. So we're going to try and get this going with as little faff as possible. I'm just going to go straight across the top here. It's got a nice wide spread on it. Treat that like our top. We'll come to that bit later. We've got ourselves a GPS going up and down. So that's what we'll work along. All the tyre tracks everywhere. Are they all from today? They are. I was going to say, they're not the ones we've been in and out of the game a few times. They can't be from Harvest, and they're not. They are not. Wow. That lime is not lasting at all, is it? Oh my bejesus. We're even live in the neighbour's field. That's mad. That is mad. Perhaps what I need to buy is a silo to keep some lime in. Oh my god. I am going to be back and forth for a while. So, back with another load. This is going to be mad, isn't it? It's going to be insane. But it should be pretty quick. At least, you know, the advantage of having the fast track is that it's fast and it'll get us to and from the store relatively quickly, as long as I don't have accidents. I don't mind if we flick a little bit on our grass, because we're going to probably subsoil that eventually as well. Let's try and use as much of the width as we can here. Should have probably just done the headland and then cut in. But right, so I'm gonna go back to the store. This is what I'm gonna be doing for a bit. I'll probably bring you guys back when I'm working on a little bit of the up and down. Probably when I've got my final load in. That'll be when. So we are back at the store. I'm hoping this is going to be the last fill I need. We've got much of the field done. It's now about 20 to 4. We've still got, well, 2.5 bags there because they've all had a little bit taken out of left. So, yeah, it's not cheap. It's cost us what, 7 or 8 grand, I think, to lime that one field. Good job we have got the fertilizer there, so that we only have to lease a sprayer once we've planted. Normally I would use solid fertilizer. I prefer that. I don't always do it with direct drills with seed and fertilizer at the same time. I quite often like to fertilize and then seed, or seed and then double fertilize. Need to remember to come back and shut that gate as well. But yeah, we'll use the liquid fertilizer since it's there. It was there when we brought the farm. I didn't fill any of the refill points up. I did bring a liquid trailer down with us, and I brought the when I was buying equipment, I bought the TARDIS version of the liquid trailer there, so just so I could transport stuff around a little bit easier. That is probably the only naughty thing we will have in this entire series, because it's not my style. Yeah, the lines are a bit confusing. I had to redo this because it was set. I think the fertilizer maybe only goes 15 meters because it was set at like 15 meters, but this clearly goes a lot further than that. And yeah, the lines are a little bit out. It's 42 meter spread, and I've set it at 40. I think, you know, we only missed a little strip somewhere, so that's not too bad. It's pretty good. I'm happy, relatively happy with that anyway. So we can actually get rid of those. They are done. That's just going to keep spewing out. We spent a lot of money on it, so let's not wait. There's the little section. Shall we get it? It's going to use up, or it's going to waste more than it's putting down, but that'll be fine. We've got to go that way anyway. All good in the proverbial hood. I think I'm gonna leave the spreader under here. Although that may end up in the difficult to reach section. I've parked the round baler in with the bales. That's in that bale shed. It's undercover, so that's fine, that's safe. But if I put this down in here, we should still have space, obviously, to put the JCB down. So next up, oh, that's me steering. I don't be faffing about with that, do I? There we go. So next up is going to be to go and get the subsoiler, I think. Or shall I might save that. What we'll do, we'll just get prepared, actually. We'll just have a little tidy up. Shall we have a little tidy up, I think? Where do the mowers need to go? The mowers have got to go down to the other meadows at some point, which is probably next month anyway. Because I've got a lot of stuff everywhere at the moment. We've got, it's only day 4 and we've got machinery everywhere. Well, to be fair, it's only day 3 because the first 2 episodes all took place in the same day. So we're gonna stick for now. Hopefully they'll fit, actually. Not sure if this is too Tall, too tall. Okay. Tidying up is going to be harder than I thought. Plus they're going to want to unfold, aren't they? We'll stick them in the silage shed. That's what we'll do with it. Right. Let's actually get myself where I want to be. Oh, come on. Don't think they're too big for this as well. These are huge. They don't fit anywhere. They're going to have to live outside. They're going to have to live outside. I want to put them where the blood and Merlot is. Of course I do. Of course I want to put them here. Absolutely massive. The Merlot will be in good use again once we've done some more baling. But we need to clear the other field. I might get that cleared. I don't know, because I'm not... Yeah, I might get that other field cleared of bales off screen. And then October we'll spend the first day probably subsoiling the big field, and then day 2 will be planting, because that's all we've got left to the planting window. Pushed for time. I'm so used to running the 3 and 4 day months, but I thought that three days, God, we had a little riff there, 3 days would be too much. Right, you live here for now, you crazy beast of a mower. Right, so we have the other baler, which, in anticipation for doing more work, I brought a pallet to refill it with. So we'll see if we can do that. It's still saying it's full. It's still saying it's full of twine, and we changed it. I'm confused. I'm confused by this. So is it... I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Let's try and put this away as well. This is going to go down here for now, I think. May even be too big for this shit. It's huge, isn't it? It's huge. When we can afford one, we're going to get a big machinery shed. We've looked at quite a few big sheds on the channel with our mod FrostFlow videos, so I'm going to try and get some more of them out. I thought it might be a priority to actually get a Let's Play up, rather than just keep looking at sheds. So that's what I've sort of focused on the last few days. So that's now away. Yeah, the twine. I am confused. We definitely changed it and set it to empty. And then, yeah, it's still full. We will quickly go and grab the subsoiler, though. I will get the subsoiler while the shop is still open, while the store is there. Although we've already paid for it and done everything, we just need to bring it home. So that's what we'll do. I really should have put the weight back on, I think. But alas, I hope we're alright. The tractor's pretty heavy. The Fendt is pretty heavy. It should be fine. Although it does feel like it's popping a bit of a wheelie. How are we looking out? All suspension is definitely lifted. We've got reduced traction on the front. There is a chance of a wheelie. A wheelie good time. But I'm just going to get this back. I'll park it up. It'll be parked up ready on the field, ready to go in the morning. So yeah, I'll just hop back in the mill or collect up those straw bales, so that one's cleared. So you don't have to, you know, watch me do more of the same thing again tomorrow. But we'll get that done. We still need to get that other grass that we've cut baled up. That'll be ready to cut again by the time I get around to it. So we might give that a cheeky double cut. But yeah, we've got a lot done today. I think it's been productive. It's still been a 11-hour day nearly in this episode. So Lordy knows how long it's going to be. Hopefully it's going to be half the time of yesterday's episode. I do apologise for a 50-minute episode. If this turns into another 50-minute episode, I'm going to cut something out. I don't know what. But we'll see what we can, because I was going to get started on this, but I'm thinking, let's not risk some really long episodes again. Even if we start it and I finish it off screen, it's like another job that's being done off screen, and I don't like doing a lot of that. We've already said I'm going to clear bales. So I'm just going to park this here. This is sort of where we're going to start in the morning. But that, my friends, is it. A day done. We spent a bit more money. We are down to 341 grand. I don't know how this is going to help us save the farm when we are not making money. Money will come, though. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. If you have, give it a big fat thumbs up down below. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Turn the bell notification on. Find out when new videos are going live. As always, comments and feedback down there. A massive thank you to the channel members. You guys are absolutely awesome. If you want to support the channel, you can through channel memberships. Just press the join button down below. Memberships start from as little as 99 pence. I think everyone on every level gets the same extras when the extras come out. Once we hit double figures again on channel memberships, we'll start churning out some member first or member only content again. But you guys have a wonderful day, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.